Morning, everyone. It's been a while since I've done this, and I figured I need to start getting back into the swing of things. So we brought our little crew out here to the Venice Jettys here in Nokomis, Florida. Just got done raining a little bit, but it stopped raining. The Lord had favor on us. I think I even seen a rainbow. But now if I look off into the one sky over here to the southwest, it's looking kind of dark. But we're under a pavilion and we're safe and everything's good. First off, I'd like to ask everyone to keep a couple friends of mine in prayer. My brother RJ, a good friend of mine, his daughter's having some health issues. I'd like you all to lift her up in prayer, and the Lord heals her. She's having some health issues with some organs, and he's not doing real well. He's feeling kind of bad about the whole situation, so I asked that we raise him in prayer too. And then yesterday we found out that a good friend of mine's nephew was killed in Afghanistan. His name is Patrick Lay. He was a Spec 4 in the Army, and he was killed in action with an IED explosion. I ask that you lift his family up in prayer as well, and remember all of those men and women who are out there fighting this fight. I've been doing some research about the way things have become with the church or with Christianity. What I have found is that throughout the years since Jesus and his apostles taught and preached, a lot of things have changed. So in other words, they started off at point A, and they had a message, and throughout time, throughout all these years, this message has changed. One of the things that I learned about was that the apostles honored all the Jewish practices, the festivals, and the actual Sabbath, honoring the Sabbath. Well, we know that keeping the Sabbath day holy is one of the 10 Commandments. Then I started digging a little bit further, and I started to research, well, exactly what day was the Sabbath? Well, I found out that when God created the universe, on the seventh day he rested. Well, if you look at that as the days of the week, Sunday theoretically is the first day of the week. So that would mean that Saturday was the Sabbath day. The Saturday, and the way that they looked at their days was from sundown to sundown. So actually that day would be sundown Friday night until sundown Saturday night. So I've been trying to honor that Sabbath day, I really don't think that God is going to cast somebody in hell for worshiping him on Sunday rather than worshiping him on Saturday. But I want to try to do everything that I can to try to recreate everything how it was done back in the apostolic times. In other words, when Jesus and the apostles originally handed down the message. And that's what they were doing. And I believe the Jewish people still honored the Sabbath day being Saturday from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. Something that I researched about and I learned and I understand it and I know, and I can honor the Sabbath also. Some people might have to work on that day where it wouldn't work for them, but I want to try to start bringing back the apostolic church and kind of getting back to where it was at and trying to make things how it was intended to be. Throughout all these years, there was one message, and that message was given up, and now today there's several thousand different entities and denominations of Christianity. I might have spoke about this before, but it makes me wonder if there was one message and one Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, how could it have changed so drastically over all of this time, and how can there be so many different denominations? my thinking on this is Satan. I believe that Satan gets his little clutches on things and wants to get people in there, sniveling and whining and trying to break it all up. And they all come up with their own little plans and their own little rules and their own little festivals and things because it was man doing it and not God. But that's just my take on it. So today is Saturday. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was going to go ahead and have a little